So I am Nick Thomas, Head of Editing for ITV Breakfast, which includes Good Morning Britain, Lorraine, a bit of loose women's programming and a bit for daytime promos. And I've been at ITV now for 19 years. Good God, 19 years. I started in 1996 in my position, but actually I turned up in 1994 on a work placement for GMTV, the early morning breakfast show. I first walked into a television station, which was GMTV, at the age of 16 on a work placement. I had my first shift by the time I was 17, working in the ingest area, bringing in the material from all over the world. So I'd sit at a desk, bringing in what we call line feeds, bringing in satellite feeds, video clips from Reuters news agencies, and also help with what we call dubbing, BT dubbing, and that was at 17. So yeah, 17 was the first time I turned up at and had my first taste of television. What actually inspired me to do this was actually my job working in a potato warehouse, because I didn't want to go and work in a potato warehouse the rest of my life, and I used to stand on the production line watching potatoes coming thinking I want to be in telly, and that kind of was my big motivation, doing a job that was quite mundane but it paid the money and that helped me to get where I was, because I could afford to come to London. But that was my motivation, to come and work in television, not doing a job that I didn't want to be in. This job is almost like a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week business. I could be here any part of the week, of the day, any hour. The job is running a department to fulfil the editing needs of Good Morning Britain, Lorraine and ITV daytime promos. So we have 4 edit suites running 24 hours a day, pretty much 6.5 days a week or 6 days a week, and my job is to maintain high quality standards of BT content, to manage a department, to manage a team of editors, and ultimately put good stuff on television, but very fast.
Everything's gonna go south on you.
Ready?
This starts next. This is how I end.
Commander, Martin's dead.
Let's go again.
You come in here. Now you can either accept that, or you can get to work. This will come as quite a shock to my crewmates, and to NASA, and to the entire...
Media to me means information gathering, how to give people information. Media's changed a lot in my 19 years. We only had 4 channels when I joined ITV. There are now 5 on the main channels, but hundreds and hundreds on different digital platforms. But now media's changed into YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. All of these places are outgrowing and actually beating television companies that are putting media out there first. Who actually now breaks a story? You don't see breaking news on a television station. My career started when I was only 19. I was a BT assistant. I then became a junior editor. From there I became an editor and did that for many years, and then became head of training for training journalists how to edit. And 5 years ago I became head of department, so now head of editing for ITV Breakfast. It is a job that is it's unique. It really is unique. There is only one big breakfast broadcaster in this country, and I have the privilege to work for it, and also the privilege to be head of a department. I really, really like it. We're sitting here, this chat we're having right now is happening at 8:30 in the morning, or 8:20 in the morning, and I've been here since 10 o'clock last night, and I'm actually still quite happy to be here. And when I leave, yeah, there are some bad days, there are some really good days, but ultimately, to come into work is an absolute pleasure, and to get paid for it is a bonus. If you want to work in the media industry, you have to be prepared to work very hard and to really put yourself out there for free at the beginning if you want to prove yourself. And if you're going into journalism, I really recommend going to do a degree. If you're going in to do a technical job, like editing, like cameras, get some vocational experience. The first thing is get an experience of the job. There's no point doing a degree if at the end of it you realise that that's not the career path you want to take. Get in as early as you can and try and do some work placement or work experience. Throughout my 19 years at ITV Breakfast, I've been given some amazing opportunities, not only to run a department, I've also been given the opportunity to travel and edit abroad. My first editing job was when I was 20 years old, and I got sent to Switzerland to do an OB off the side of a mountain. There was actually no real peg to the story, but we were out there anyway. And I actually met my hero, and still is my hero, James Bond, Roger Moore, the actor Roger Moore. And to go to a place, his home country, and meet him while doing a job is just incredible. Saying yes has probably been the most important thing for me to get where I've got to today. I just think every opportunity I've been given, yes, some of them are hard and some of them keep me awake at night, but ultimately to be given every opportunity I've been given, I feel so blessed.